Hi, I'm Phoebe from HR Dynamics.
And I'm Deanne from HR Dynamics, in case you haven't guessed.
And then have Dee here today to tell us about some exciting news for some award changes from the 1st of June.
Well, I would probably beg to differ that it's exciting news. Definitely for employees, maybe not for employers. But let's do this quick little info just a bit on changes coming to one of our favourite awards, being the SCHADS Award, Social Community Services, also the Aged Care and the Nurses Award as well. So for those employers who are in those industries, there is a phase 3 of what they have called the work value case from the...
So those people under those awards that work in the aged care sector.
Yes, absolutely. So the work value case is a case that has been going through the Fair Work Commission. Phase 1, Phase 2 have been completed, and those industries would already be aware that there's been a 15% pay increase that's been phased in through Phase 1 and 2. We're now at Phase 3. And Phase 3 directly applies to what they're referring to as direct care employees. So people on the front line, which they define as being personal care workers, your home care worker in the aged care sector under the SCHADS Award, registered nurses, enrolled nurses, assistants in nursing and nurse practitioners.
And ancillary staff, is it?
There are some ancillary staff as well.
So pretty much everyone.
Pretty much it. But what this Phase 3 means is that the Fair Work Commission has made a determination that there needs to be further wage equalisation for these direct care employees under the SCHADS Award, the nurses and the aged care. What they have decided is that there will be wage increases to these employees ranging from 2.3% to 13.5%, depending on the classification. So that sounds like a lot.
Yeah.
And it is a lot. They have said these wage increases will be phased in. So we're in Phase 3. Now we've got Phase 3 phased in wage increases. I'm getting the sense.
Phase 3, 3.1 or 3.2.
Yes, absolutely. So from the 1st of January, or the first full pay period, or after the 1st of January, Phase 1 of Phase 3 will apply.
I got to do that yet.
Okay. So that means that employers will get a wage increase from the first full pay period on or after the 1st of January. You're then going to scooch forward to the 1st of July. You're going to have then the Fair Work national wage increase.
And it affect everybody.
Everybody.
And that's with the allowances and penalty percentages and those too. Penalty percentages not so much, but allowances can get changed.
Allowances, base rates are paid. Yeah. Then Phase 2 of Phase 3 happens from the 1st of October 2025. So the very real assessment is that these direct care employees affected by Phase 3 will have 3 wage increments this year.
Yeah.
Some of them will. Some of them will. If the classifications of your employees are in the lower end of the wage increase, so if they're in that sort of 2.3 end, they're only likely to get a wage increase on the 1st of January. Then on the 1st of July, probably nothing on the 1st of October. If your classifications are at the higher end of the 13.5% that's been awarded, they're likely to have 1st of January, 1st of July, 1st of October. Yeah. You guys confused?
Clear as mud.
The good news is that the wage tables for the 1st of January are already out and are publicly available. So that's going to allow employers to prepare for that first pay period, because a lot of people are on leave, being able to make sure that you're updating your payroll system, that your base rate are being applied, your casual loadings and your penalty rates are being applied as of your new base rates of pay. It's throwing the flow-on effect. So it'll allow you to prepare for that. But then also you're going to need to give some consideration to how is this going to affect your overall wage cost structure for next year.
Yeah. So a couple of key points that I think you need to look at there. Well, key things to look at is the first full pay from January. So if half your pay is December, half in January with that swing, wait until your first full pay, and that's an important part. The next key thing is to really have a look at the classification and the structure. So it's outlined in the pay guides as to what the classifications are and what rates of pay the increase will be.
Yes.
So look at that as a guide.
And particularly with the SCHADS Award, because there is now very, very much a clear differentiation between home care and disability and home care aged care.
Yeah, so look at the right information.
Yeah, then, hot tipped.
The other thing is that I think it's a really good time to just double check your classification is correct. So what you classified as staff member when they first started, it may have changed over time due to the duties or make sure what they're doing or the hours that they're working. So just do a really good check. 99.5% of the mistakes that we see in SCHADS Award, and we see a lot of them, genuine mistakes that have been made, set and forget, not go back and double checking things. So this is a really good opportunity just to have a really good look. What do you do, Dee, if you're already paying above the increased rates?
Yeah, quite common because obviously we have market influences and their employers are having to pay higher rates and pay to attract and retain skilled staff. And I would suggest that, particularly in nursing and support work, where you are paying above the award. So let's just say for the sake of the exercise, the award says that you have to pay $30 an hour and you might be paying $35. That's great, but you need to be clear on what your intention of that $35 is. Are you paying it just because they are also meant it's an attraction mechanism, or I'm planning to offset some allowances or time against that additional $5? If you are planning on, if your intent is to offset any monetary amounts, you need to do a recalculation to make sure that you're paying enough.
That's a flat hourly rate situation.
Well,
Absorbing assignment.
Absorbing some may not be at like a full flat rate.
That was me.
The other is if you're paying above the award for a market rate, industry rate retention, and you're applying all of the allowances and all of the penalties, etc., as per the award, but you're electing to pay a higher rate of pay, the top two tips would be assess whether or not you're going to pass on this increase. If you are, okay, great, communicate that to your employees, go on your merry way. If you aren't, because you're paying above the award and you've got the fact that we say to absorb the wage increase, you need to tell your employees, because it will be on the news, it will be on Facebook, it will be on...
Well, the Connies are doing your war. You're getting an increase. So then we often get employers say, well, they didn't come and say anything to us, so I didn't think it was a problem. No, that it's just because they haven't verbalised to you doesn't mean that they're not aware of it, and they're not maybe waiting for you to come and say something to them. So you need to give them a reason and to be like, and it might be we just don't have the financial capacity to be able to increase it at this stage. Or it might be because they're not performing in their role, in which case you really need to have an honest and open conversation, performance review or performance management process to say that if you are going to be getting more further about the award than what you're already getting, these are the things that we would expect to see from you. And just not saying anything is...
I'd ideally like to think that if you're saying to an employee that you're not going to be passing on any additional because of performance, that it's not this conversation that triggers the performance conversation. Because that could be really ill-perceived by the employee to say, just because I've asked for a wage increase, you're telling me I'm not performing?
You'd be very careful around that. But I do think that if people are being paid above, you need to have that conversation to say, you're already above the award. If you're going to go up further, this is what we would need to see.
That's right.
You need to be across this. You need to be organised for it. We will send out the pay guides if anyone would like a pay guide as to what it looked like. You just need to let us know. If you've got any questions, ask Dee. She's always happy to explain it for you.
As best
we can.
Have a safe and happy Christmas, everybody.
And woo for the staff to get the pay increase from the 1st of January.
Was that me?
No, I don't. No, we don't with aged care. Sorry, Dee.
So